offices.
Oh boy.
Hey,
how's it going? November 2nd, 2023, I believe. Or, I don't know. Just got out of a DeLorean. Season 2, episode 44. I'm Philin DeBlanc, and this is my stream. You guys are watching me? No, you're not. You're using me. And that's okay. Because I don't want you to think that me and you have a connection. You use me, I use you, and America thrives. Mitch McConnell for president. All right. Let's get started with the show. If you want to know how to store photos, I guess this is the show to watch because God knows you can't go on the internet and find out tips on how to store photos, especially holiday ones. Are you a cheap ass that can't go to a garage sale? You lazy, can't get out of the house, go to a yard sale? Here, let a multi-billion-dollar conglomerate rip you off with crap that they're thrusting in your face saying, hey, look, no one's buying this junk, so we took in 40% off, and now we're going to offer it to you, couch potato. And then someone's going to be with animals. Remember when Jay Leno used to have like the guy with animals come and like raccoons and stuff like that? So he'd be like, oh my God, the raccoon. Look at the raccoon. What, you gonna eat my hair? You gave me a hair? And then David Letterman would be like the raccoon. I hope he doesn't eat my hair. That's what Letterman would do. Oh, God. Oh, God. Yeah. All right, so here, let's get started. For all of you in a wheelchair, I apologize, but you're going to have to watch this. You won't be able to stand up and clap. And that's just, I'm not being insensitive. I'm just being factual. We can't start lying and be like the rest of the people in the world, in TV land. All right. Hey, guys, here's the show. Enjoy it. I'm going to go take a dump. Ugh. All right, don't watch the CMA Awards. You got a football guy hosting the CMA Awards, and then you got then look at that. You got a football player hosting the CMA Awards, and then you had a semi-country music artist hosting the NFL honors. This is what we're coming to. This is not what we meant when we said all inclusive. Okay, relax. Shit. Fuck. Here, you know what? Why don't you just watch all this shit? Screw you. I don't care. Yeah. Dislike the video, please. Unless you want to like it. I'm not going to give you anything.
The Tom Price.
It's live with Kelly and Mark. Today, host of National Geographic Animals Up Close, Bertie Gregory. Plus, day 2 of our free holiday bargain, exclusively for our wonderful viewers. Also, tips for sharing and storing your holiday photos. All next on Live. And now, here are Kelly Ripa and Mark Consuelo. Welcome. It's Friday, November 3rd, 2023. Welcome to the show, everybody. Big weekend weekend.
What's happening?
Anybody here for the New York City Marathon? Anybody? No? Okay, that's...
We usually see them afterwards, right? They'll be here on Monday with
with their medals, their as I like to call them, their necklaces. Pre-race coverage. Pre-race coverage begins right here on WABC Channel 7, right here in New York at 7 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. National coverage is on ESPN 2. What's amazing is you realize how fast those elite runners go when, you start seeing their times versus the average time.
Yes.
Last year's marathon saw 47,839 participants from 131 countries around the world. They've got to run 26.2. It's really that 0.2 mile, isn't it, at the end? At the end,
Is it really hard, the 0.2?
Yeah, the 0.2, when you realize you've done 26 and then you still got 0.2 to go. It just seems inconquerable. The average runner completed their journey in a time of 4 hours and 50 minutes and 26 seconds, which I always say, I'm like, I could do that.
Yeah.
I always say it from the comfort of my own kitchen.
The Kelly podcast editing.
Daylight saving.
You know what happened?
I'm going to call it daylight savings.
Well, when
You know what happened? I'll tell you what happened. Kelly just went into her usual thing where she just starts talking and never shuts the hell up. And she started turning this into the Kelly Ripa personal, hour-long comedy hour where she started riffing, thinking that everyone is laughing with her when they're laughing at her. She's that girl that at a Christmas party is going to be around a group of people and start saying something, and she's going to make a bad joke and people are going to politely laugh because it's a company Christmas party, but she's going to think that they're really laughing at her. And then she's thinking in her head, oh, you know what? They like that. I'm going to give them more because it's Christmas time. Oh, they like that here. And then she keeps on giving another joke, and she genuinely thinks they're laughing with her. And that they get the joke and they think it's genuinely funny. So she keeps on going and going. And slowly you see people kind of backing up really quietly on their tiptoes. Right, until she realizes that after 5 minutes that she's only talking to 3 people and the 6 people behind her kind of drifted away. Right, and no one wants to tell Kelly, who's been working here for 20 years, that she's not funny or to shut up. Right, so what they do is they let her go and go and go, making jokes and getting all the polite. She doesn't realize the crowd is laughing because there's a big blinking sign that says laugh, laugh, laugh. Right, and then eventually Mark has to tap her and say, "Okay, babe, that's enough." And then all right, and then they edit it. And then in the editing room, they cut all of her shtick out, all of her improv, all of her little wannabe jokes, all of her stupid jokes. They cut it out. And then this is what you get. You'll see the edit. And then she watches the live one, which she probably does several times, and says, "What happened to my
really that 0.2 mile?
What happened to my 5-bit routine on turtles? Oh, what happened to my 5-bit routine on penny loafers? It segued from marathon into penny loafers. That was gold, Gelman." And Gelman's like, "No, Kelly, it wasn't. I loved it. But Bob Eisner called me and said no. Hey, do you want to get some $65 minestrone soup?"
It's from 131 countries around the world. They've got to run 26.2.
By the way, put in the time that you've run the marathon in, and if you haven't, how long do you think it would take you to run the marathon? There you go.
It's really that 0.2 mile, isn't it? It's
really hard.
Is it hard? Is it really hard?
You've done 26 and you still got 0.2 to go. It just seems inconquerable. The average runner completed their journey in a time of 4 hours and 50 minutes and 26 seconds, which I always say, I'm like, I could do that. But I always say it from the comfort of my own kitchen.
It's going to be daylight savings time.
There's the editing. And just, 0.2 miles, that's 1/5 of a mile, which for me, if I could run a mile in 8 minutes, and let's say 10 minutes if I'm tired. So basically the 0.2 miles is an extra 2 minutes. For some people, 90 seconds or 90 minutes. You're telling me, not 90 minutes. Yeah, 90 seconds. You're telling me after 26 miles, you can't go an extra 90 to 300 seconds from 1 to 3 minutes? Get the hell out of here. That's
Ah,
go. I'm sure Carrot Top is looking for a ball fluffer. Kells, you like Vegas, don't you? You like balls in Vegas. Like Vegas, right? Carrot Top's right up your alley. You like orange things too, I hear. Not to dispose Mark's personal information.
But I always say it from the comfort of my own kitchen.
Now we're gonna hear her 5-minute routine on daylight savings.
Daylight
Give her a
saving.
microphone, why don't you?
Daylight saving. I'm going to call it daylight savings.
Well, when we're
That's
your
what I
president,
call it.
we're going to put an S back on that word.
As countries, including the U.S., Canada, and Cuba, prepare to set the clocks back an hour, November 5th, as daylight saving time ends, the debate is once again merging in the U.S. over whether and how to end this practice.
I feel like we have this debate every year, and
You
I
do.
also feel
That's
like
because you
didn't
start
I
the
end
debate
it?
every year.
I felt like we covered the end of daylight savings time.
Some places came to their senses.
but that gets more confusing because then some places they don't change.
But
We remember when we were on vacation in Utah/Arizona.
Oh my gosh.
And we were in half of the hotel. We were
Central?
We were in Central Time, and
Mountain?
half of the we were in Mountain Time, and then the other half of the hotel
Was
we were
West-
at West Coast Time.
Yeah, Pacific Standard.
And
Yeah.
we were
And-
the most baffled we've
Yeah.
ever been.
And sometimes the phone didn't know where we were, so that
Yeah.
time kept changing.
Yeah.
We would miss reservations.
Sometimes he was on one time zone and my phone was on another time. In Utah/Arizona.
Oh my gosh.
And we were in half of the hotel. We were
Central?
We were in Central Time, and
Mountain?
half of the
Mountain.
we were in Mountain Time,
And
and
the other
then
half
the
you were
other half
Pacific.
of the hotel we
Was
were
West-
at West Coast
Yeah,
Time.
Thank you.
Pacific Standard.
And
Yeah.
we were
And-
the most baffled we've
Yeah.
ever been.
And sometimes the phone didn't know where we were, so that
Yeah.
time kept changing.
Yeah.
We would miss reservations.
Sometimes he was on one time zone and my phone was on another time zone.
Yeah, it was
And
wild.
we missed a lot of, we missed, I think we had a spa visit planned.
Yeah.
We missed that.
Right.
Because that part of the spa was on Mountain Time.
It's
But we were on
also
West Coast Time.
it's also a good time or a good reminder to change the battery in your smoke and carbon monoxide detector. Really, really, really important.
Really interesting article here, which I find funny. People all over the world say this or that, depending on whether an object is within reach or further away.
Okay.
Like
I think that is further
over
away.
there.
Yeah.
And this is
This,
right here.
yeah.
Right. But and so that's pretty universal, but sometimes they'll say that screw or that sharp knife, they probably, even if it's within reach, they say that instead of this because this
Is dangerous.
this just doesn't seem grammatically appropriate.
Right.
So
that knife.
hand me that knife, which is right there.
Hand me that knife.
Instead of hand me this knife.
Oh, you're right.
Right. Isn't that interesting? Hand me this axe. hand me that axe. Right. Even though it's right here, the axe is right here. Because
Right.
as you know, you and I keep the axe.
Right, I get it. If the pair of scissors is 10 feet away on a table, you're not going to say, hand me this, pass me these, give me this scissors. Well, okay, pass me these scissors. You'd have to say, pass me those over there, not this, because this implies right here, like aquí and acá in Spanish. Pass me this axe. You're going to be looking in front of you. What axe? The one around me? No, that axe. Why did you say this axe? Because that's proper. Pass me this axe, the one I'm pointing to. No, you don't have to point. This axe does not mean the axe you're pointing to. This axe means the axe that is around us. That axe is the one over there. See, you could point at your feet and say, point me that axe, and I'm going to look away. You get it? All right. Go to Translator, and you could figure it out. I'm sure there's a whole bunch of apps that help your high school students with an IQ of 62 get A's in high school
It's dangerous.
because the computer helps them cheat. Just go and use that if you don't know what I'm talking about. Because I don't know what I'm talking
this
about.
just doesn't seem.
I don't know what I'm talking about.
appropriate.
Stop. You know what?
So
You're
hand me
banned.
that knife, which is right there.
Hand me that knife.
You're
Instead of hand
banned.
me
Fresno
this knife.
Chili
Oh, you're right.
6300.
Isn't that interesting? hand me this axe. hand me that axe. Right. Even though it's right here, the axe is right here. Because as you know, you and I keep the axe. But I like when you do it in Italian. You
Questo
qua and quello là.
Quello là. Right. Yeah. Questo qua, quello là.
That's the only phrase I know in Italian because you taught it to me. You were like, this one here, that one there.
Quello là. Quello là is
farther.
Definitely farther away. Yeah.
So how would you say, bring me this axe here in Italian?
I don't know I don't know the word for axe in Italian.
Hatchet?
Hatchet. Portami quello hatchet, quello coltello qua. Portami quello coltello qua.
Are you sure?
Yeah, wait, questo. Yeah, quello. Yeah. I would say quello coltello.
So you would say that?
Yeah.
Bring me
I think so. My mom's going to call me tonight. The one souvenir travel experts always buy on a trip. Love it or hate it, souvenir shopping is a big part of many travelers' itineraries.
Mark is the best, worst souvenir shopper ever.
It's natural to want to bring home a special memento from your vacation to commemorate the experience for a special person in your life. So I went to Spain, and I took Joaquin to Spain. We went to go see a soccer game, and I said, we're coming back, and we're in the airport. And I go, I have to bring back Kelly something. Should I bring her back a Spanish ham, or? I said, no, I'm not going to travel with a Spanish ham. That's against the rules. They have rules against that. What else are you going to bring back from Spain? A flamenco dancer? Maybe. Maybe I'd bring back a flamenco dancer. So I decided on something very, very sensible. She drinks coffee every day. I brought her back a Spain cup.
Oh, that's
with a little bull on it. A little bull. And that's the face. That's the face I got when I brought it back.
Nothing says airport present like a coffee cup. Nothing says I put no thought into this. And our 7-year-old son thought you might like something from Spain.
Yes.
Like a cup that says España with a bull on it.
It's a great cup. It's a great cup. Here are the list of things that people do get. An article of clothing, a local grocery item. I brought you back some little jams from Campobasso.
Straight from the hotel room.
Straight from the hotel. Yeah, it is.
No. That was from the Campobasso.
I bought you some Spanish bottles of shampoo.
They make hotel-sized jams and jellies.
Because I was traveling.
What was funny is you came back from Italy and you got me these.
And I got you a little spoon holder.
And Schulweiss came back from London, from the King's coronation. You both came back at the same time. And let me just tell you, the gifting from Schulweiss was a person that thought.
My husband just brought me like mini soap. I thought it was cool because the directions were in Spanish.
And Mark said, "What can I fit in my carry-on?"
That's right. That's right.
Jams.
No, but I got you the nice little spoon holder that you put down your cooking because I like, when you eat it, it's a Campobasso.
I like. See, not what you like, it's what I like.
Not a spoon holder. It's a little commemorative dish that you hang on your door that I believe you probably...
Multifunctional. Multifunctional. Thank you. Here's the thing.
If Mark Consuelos was fat, he'd be very lonely and
I
homeless.
got it from the same store. Here's the thing. It used to be you went to Italy, you went to these places, and you'd get like a certain candy that only existed there. You can get all that stuff anywhere.
Right.
Gucci, Prada, Armani, it's all down the street.
But
There's no reason.
try Gucci, Prada, Jam.
Toblerone was this chocolate you only get there. Now you can get it here. You can Amazon. You'll have it in 25 minutes. We're gonna have it for you right now. It's ruined. It's ruined that special thing. So I said,
it ruins lazy people getting by with shitty gift giving.
Nothing says I love you like a tablespoonful of orange marmalade.
I knew it. I knew once I got it because she's really gonna appreciate this.
You know, cereal is being replaced as the breakfast of choice. Yes.
No. What are we going to read in the morning? Do you remember when you read the, you read the box?
Enter the contest.
Enter the contest. You know, I would just stare at that box. Riboflavin? I didn't know what that meant.
Right.
The breakfast sandwich. The breakfast sandwich.
What about Eggs
is
Benedict?
now
Oh,
go-to.
Of course.
Oh.
You get your meat, you get your bread, you get your cheese, you get it fit in your hand.
McMuffins, McCroissants,
On the go.
bagels.
It's all about hot food on the
You know,
go.
a combination of bacon, egg, and cheese, cheese and sausage.
Nice.
Bacon, egg, and cheese.
Say the word nice. Say the word nice.
Bacon, egg, and cheese.
You and I
A
always
nice slice of cheese on the
go
nice
to,
bagel, the nice
travel
toasted
breakfast.
bagel.
If we're on the road, especially when the kids were in sports and we had to be, you know, we had to attend all of these things, we would get 2 sausage McMuffins with egg and cheese, and I would immediately take off my egg, and so he would have double egg.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I would just have, because I liked the sausage and cheese and the bread, but I always found that egg very troubling.
Right.
It was flimsy.
You know,
It
that
would fall
just the
apart.
whole formation
Yeah,
of the egg.
it's circular.
It seemed-
Perfect
Jelly
circle.
to it right.
seemed not
Yeah.
right. I don't know what it was, but I couldn't identify it.
And
I
it's-
love in New York City, if you go to a deli,
Yeah.
bacon, egg, and cheese on a roll, on a soft, and some of the egg kind of runs out here on your arm like that, and you can kind of do that, and the bacon.
I bet
So
Kelly
it's
does
on a
that to
roll.
you.
Salt, pepper, no ketchup. No, you're a monster.
Oh yeah. No.
You're a monster. No ketchup,
Oh,
salt
yeah.
and pepper. That cheese. That it's yellow cheese. Is it cheddar, American? What is it? It's amazing.
Yellow.
Yeah.
I want to have one of those next week. Can we
That's
do
what
that
foreigners
next week?
say.
Yeah, we will.
Sure.
My
Sure.
birthday.
Yeah.
Don't tell me.
I love
Don't
to have
tell me.
Bacon, egg, and cheese.
You're his
Is there a
white
good
butler
diner around
now.
Here? A good roll.
Oh no, there's a good cart.
A good cart.
Card, and yeah, they all have it.
Hey, we've got a huge show today. National Geographic photographer Bertie Gregory is
Very
here.
interesting. Yeah. And Monica Mangin is back with more bargains to kick off your holiday shopping, all for 50% off.
And Lance Willenoff is also here. He's going to share us tips for sharing and storing all of our holiday photos. I just looked at my phone and I have 108,000 photos.
Oh, how much space do you have?
I don't know.
I'll take
Well,
I
let's get
can't imagine there's much left.
let's get it off there and then
I
put
don't
it
know.
somewhere.
Yeah, but then I always need it.
Yeah. Well, he's going to help us with that.
All right, he's going to fix it for
Yeah.
Thanks. All right. Everybody ready? Yeah. You know what time it is. It's time to play.
Let's say hello to Melissa Barnhart from Johnstown, Pennsylvania, who watches the show on WJAC. Good morning, Melissa. How are you?
Good morning. How are you?
Doing great. Yeah, you're enjoying a cup of coffee there in your photo?
Oh, yes.
What is that, a latte or a cappuccino?
I don't remember what that is.
All right.
We're out to dinner there, so.
Okay. All right. You know how this game works, right? You've given us 2 statements. One is true, one is false. I have 60 seconds to decipher which is the truth, all right? If you stump me, you're going to win this.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Here are your 2 statements. I accidentally ran into a tree while playing baseball, okay? Or I never learned to ride a bike.
Aha.
Tell me about the tree incident, playing baseball.
It was when I was younger. I was probably about 10. And in our neighbor's yard, we used to play baseball. And I was on first base, and then someone hit the ball. And then they caught the ball, so I had to run back to first base. And the tree was our first base.
Oh, the tree was first base.
Yeah. And I didn't realize I was so close to the tree. So when I turned to run back, I smacked into the tree.
Oh.
And why did you never learn to ride a bike?
I just could never get the balance, and I would always fall, and I just gave up on it.
Same, sis.
All right. Okay. And have you ever thought about reconsidering getting on a bike or not?
I have tried over the years, but being older now, I don't want to fall and break something. So
I know it's fun, like a cycling class. The bikes are anchored to the floor.
Yeah.
Have you done that?
No,
Okay. All right. Here's what I think.
It's hard. It was hard to think during that.
Here's what I think. I think you're a triathlete. I think you swim. I think you run. I think you're a bike rider. I do think that.
Why do you think
I
that?
don't know. I just can see it. She's got that look in her eye. So I'm going to say, yeah. I think you're trying to trick Mark. Trick Mark.
Oh.
You're not going to trick Mark today.
Oh, okay. I totally missed this. So I'm just going to. All right. So I just showed up after taking a dump. All right. I did not hear any of the questions. I accidentally ran into a tree while playing baseball. Could happen. I never learned to ride a bike. That also could happen. But what are the chances nowadays that someone, I saw her picture. She didn't seem like she grew up in like a really poor community where she never learned how to ride a bike. She looks like she grew up in at least a middle-class neighborhood, suburbs, somewhere. Look, or if you didn't have a dad and your mom didn't teach you, you had a neighbor or an uncle or something. She looks like she has many aunts and uncles that would help her. I'm going to say it's true that she accidentally ran into a tree while playing baseball. First impression guess. No clues. I wasn't listening. Why would I lie? It's the internet. No one lies on the internet.
You're not going to trick Mark today.
I like that you're now referring to yourself in the third person. It's fascinating.
It happens. It happens in this chair. It does happen in this chair.
Just in that chair. It only happens in that chair.
All right. So I think the true statement is that
You ran into a tree.
Into a tree
Yep.
while playing baseball.
I agree with no clues.
Oh, that's true.
Told you, yeah. Yep. And I had no clues. I'm like batting 74%. I'd be in the Baseball Hall of Fame. Oh, you got one right.
Mark likes this game. I'm sorry.
What do you got, like 2 out of 8? 2 out of the last 8?
But you still have a chance to win a great trip. It's time for Pack Your Bags Travel.
We'll see how great you are when we get your statistics at the end of the month. So now it's that part of the show where I have to dance, or I get to dance. It's my pleasure. And you get to tell me how close I am. I'm very good at this.
But you still have a chance
so I'm going to
win a
mimic
great trip.
what you
It's
just
time
saw.
for Pack Your Bags Travel Trivia.
That was amazing. That's
Thank you.
Tyler McKenzie from Allentown, PA.
Oh, figures he'd be from Pennsylvania. They're all weird up there. Would you like some fresh fruit on your yogurt?
Mark going as Tom Sandoval for Halloween.
That's exactly what I was going
Wow.
That's what I
for.
heard.
Amazing.
You're an amazing
Thank
guy.
you so much. You could like the video now.
Deja, spin that wheel to see what else Melissa's playing for.
I referenced globalization.
All right, you're playing for a trip for 2 to the Hyatt Regency Grand Reserve in Puerto Rico. 7 days, 6 nights in an ocean view room. It includes 3 meals daily. All 3 meals? It's a prize valued at $10,600. You have 20 seconds and only one guess. Good luck, Melissa.
All right, here we go. Earlier this week, we talked with Michael Urie. What did Michael say is his dog's name?
Erection. Oh, no.
President McKinley.
Wow.
President McKinley. Oh, that's terrible. I didn't watch that interview because I don't like Michael Urie. That was a Halloween episode. Who pays attention to that on Halloween episodes?
Located on a protected nature reserve
Oh,
with a
God.
calm stretch of beach and lush garden. This tropical resort features luxury accommodation.
People, don't you know, it's about time. Now I'm bumping and dry humping. Everybody commits crimes. Steak on grills and potatoes. You are just a silly hoe. Pump it up. $10,000. Oh, yeah.
Hey, okay.
They do what the sign tells them to do.
Melissa, now you get to help
Like
make the day of a
puppets.
lucky member of our studio audience who will win a Roomba vacuum from iRobot. So please pick a number between 1 and 106.
I'm going to pick 26 for the years of marriage.
Oh,
26.
Yeah.
Oh, hey. Oh, that's why my duck sauce was a half an hour late.
Happy birthday! For your birthday, we got you a Roomba iRobot vacuum.
Oh,
All right, congratulations again,
Congratulations,
Melissa. When we
Melissa.
return, Bertie Gregory's here. From
I
Metro
love
Media.
Bertie Gregory. She's the best.
Still ahead on Live. Mangin is back with more bargains to make your holiday shopping easier. All for 50% off. Lance Yumanov will give us tips for sharing and storing your holiday photos. And coming
Oh,
up
yes.
next,
Oh, you slay queen. Slay queen. Yes. Yes. Andrew Renalis is calling you to play him in his biopic. Yes, and now a dog is going to fall in love with a human, and having sex and making dog babies is okay. That's the new commercial we're going to pass right now. Oh, boy.
Gregory.
Oh, Gregory Bertie, the animal guy. He's got over 6 million followers who just like to watch him play with animals. Yay! Okay. You're good? You're good? You're good? You're good? You're good? All right. Enjoy the rest. I'm out.
I get it. We measure every window 3 times for a perfect fit. Buy 2 windows, get 2 free, 0% interest for 60 months. Window Nation, the perfect fit.
Welcome back to the show. He's a 30-year-old British wildlife photographer and the host of the show Animals Up Close with Bertie Gregory. Please welcome to the show, Bertie Gregory. Okay, tell me how all of this started for you. Were you a kid when you got fascinated by wildlife?
Yeah, so my family are all obsessed with water sports. So I grew up from being this tall, getting thrown in the sea. And I think when you spend that amount of time in the ocean being a bit cold and a bit miserable, you gain a love for it.
Yeah,
and that's how
because that is a cold ocean, right?
Yeah. So I grew up on the south coast of England, and it's not too chilly. It's not as cold as the places I go now, but yeah, it definitely toughened me up for later life.
So when you're in danger, do you feel like that's when you're truly working, like at your best?
Aren't we all, right? I think there's a common misconception that filming wildlife is really dangerous because of the wildlife. The times that we're in the most danger is because of people. It's when you walk into a bar and we got to read the room, right? And you look around and you look at people's body language and you see, okay, that person looks pretty angry, that person looks pretty friendly. It's exactly the same with wildlife. You've got to read their behavior, and the friendly shark is the one you want to hang out with, and the kind of if sharks have their pectoral fins, the ones on their side, if they're pointed down and their backs arched, that means they're really grumpy and maybe time to get out of the water.
Is that true?
Totally, yeah.
Is that the most dangerous shoot you've been on?
Well, no, because the animals are always the cool bit. I think probably the most dangerous shoot we had for my show Animals Up Close, we were trying to film marine iguanas. So they're like mini Godzilla. They're like 3-4 foot long.
And fast.
Right, and they eat seaweed. They're one of the only lizards in the world that can swim in the sea. And they go for the seaweed by duck diving under these big 10-foot waves. So we wanted to be in the water with them. So we were diving, scuba diving under the waves with the iguanas, trying to keep up with them. And a big set of waves came through, and me and the guy filming me, Jeff, we just got ripped up off the floor and flung in different directions, and it all went very foamy, and I was really questioning my life choices at that point.
How much of your job is just sitting around and just waiting for stuff to happen?
Some of it is kind of trying to keep up with the animals, and it's always really exciting, and some of it, is sitting and waiting. So we were trying to film forest elephants. So I'm sure you're familiar with savanna elephants. They're the ones in Lion King. They live out in big wide open plains. Forest elephants live in the jungle, and they really don't like people. We have a long history, we humans, of poaching them for their ivory, their tusks. Yeah. So understandably, they don't like us.
And they're smart. They know that.
Totally. Right. So we wanted to keep our presence off the forest floor to keep them from being grumpy and us safe. So we built this tree house, 120 foot up a tree in the middle of the jungle.
Okay.
It kind of, triggered all my 14-year-old boy fantasies of living in a tree. And then we built these zip lines between all the trees, like 300-foot zip lines, so that we could get to our different filming locations without touching the floor. And once we got out to those filming locations, I'm sat on a little like 4x4 metal platform looking out over this clearing in the forest with all these amazing elephants.
It's like Jurassic Park.
Literally like Jurassic Park. And the noises, all the elephants trumpeting each other. So we're hanging out and you just got to wait. And it's like an amazing view. But the problem with being in the canopy in the jungle there is there's sweat bees everywhere. And sweat bees, they don't sting you, but they really like salt. And so as soon as you get sweaty,
they're all over you.
And especially they love going in basically any of your holes. So in your nose, in your eyes, in your ears.
Not the holes.
Is that when you? I mean, do you ever get to the point where you're like, all right, enough? I just want to go back to my hotel.
Well, there kind of really isn't a hotel. Like,
is the treehouse the hotel?
Yeah. It's like, oh well, actually, like to get home, I've got to like climb a tree, clip into a 300-foot zip line, which like I thought when the ropes riggers, Waldo and Meg that we had, amazing tree climbers, when they were like, we're going to rig you up zip lines through the canopy, I was like, sweet, the wind's going to be blowing in my hair, it's going to be great. The reality is it's not like a metal zip line, it's a rope. So the first half is wee, and then the second half is like 50 chin-ups.
Right.
Yeah. And you know you're going to get sweaty, so that means more sweat bees at the other end. So it's easier just to hang out.
Do you ever get lost out there?
Well, the best part about my job, as well as getting to hang out with cool animals, is getting to hang out with cool people. And so we work with amazing guides and trackers wherever we go. And then with the forest elephants, we were with this guy called Banda, who's a member of the Bayaka. They're a group of people that have lived in the forest for generations.
Right.
And like, if you or I went walking in this forest, we'd be lost in like 5 minutes. Right. You can't see your hand in front of your face. It's so thick. Whereas Banda he just knows. It's wild.
How does he know? It's so fascinating.
But you know, not only does it mean we don't get lost, but he also, knows the name of every tree, every plant, the animals that are poisonous, the animals that if you get, bitten by a certain species of snake, that's the vine that you rub on the wound. Just that amazing knowledge.
What happens if you just see a snake and have a heart attack? Does Banda know what to do in that instance?
I didn't test him on that. I guess weird to most people that if I see any kind of animal, it's like, okay, how do we film it? Not, let's run away.
Really? Even a snake?
Yeah.
Even a venomous snake?
Yeah, well, because the reality is there in the tropics, there are so many different species of snake. I wouldn't know if it was a venomous one or not. So generally, you just film it until someone tells you not to.
Right?
Yeah.
Hey, listen, we need to take a break. All right, we'll be coming back. We're going to find out what the most unpredictable thing that's happened to him in the wild. Stick around.
My mom's Alzheimer's.
Keep cigarettes away from your kids, and they're like 12 and 11. They don't know, like, what are those? I don't know what they are. By the time every kid will be in high school and will be 14 or 13 years old, and we'll see seniors, juniors and seniors smoking. Maybe now that's been replaced. It's so funny. I have a feeling, like, this is just what I think. I don't know if I'm right. I have a feeling now, like, a lot of, like, high schoolers, like, back in your day, even back in my day, it was not that common, or uncommon, I should say.
So call us now at 1-866-650-4071. That's 1-866-650-4071.
Okay, the killer whales are coming up on a chunk of ice with a seal on it. Oh no, poor penguin, get out of the way. Here we go. You can see when they're ripping alongside each other, they're stacked up right next to each other.
Wow. Incredible. Tell us about that moment.
So these are a special type of killer whale, only found in Antarctica. They're called the B1s. There's only 100 of them in existence. And they basically have figured out that if they find seals that are resting out the water on chunks of ice, that would normally be out of reach for an animal that swims in the sea, right? But these killer whales, they use teamwork and amazing coordination to create a wave with their bodies to wash the seals off the ice and into the water.
When you're on the boat filming, do you ever get seasick?
Yes. It's the short answer. So to get to that part of Antarctica, you have to cross the Drake Passage, which is known as the roughest bit of ocean on Earth. And we sailed there in a 75-foot sailboat. And yeah, some of my colleagues don't get seasick. It's really annoying.
But you do.
Yeah. I got this bucket that we always call Barry the bucket. And we make friends on the crossing. You know, I feed him, take him for a swim, feed him again. You can use her. You asked.
I think seasickness has to be like the worst. The worst kind.
Do you know that I got told by one of the captains the 2 stages of seasickness? The first stage of seasickness is you feel like you're going to die. The second stage of seasickness is you wish you were dead.
If you weren't doing this job, what would you be doing? Have you had other jobs?
I've never really considered doing anything else for a living. When I was at college, I used to pay for my camera gear by working as a nightclub photographer. So
that's a different kind of wildlife.
I saw some things that I can't unsee.
Okay.
But interestingly, it's a very similar kind of all the skills that I was learning. Coordinated attacks, unpredictable behavior. Animals just doing crazy things that you never thought were possible, and quite dark, so challenging lighting conditions for photography.
What was the worst, weirdest, wildest nightclub you went into? And what's its address?
Well,
so we can go
it's actually, so I went to college in Bristol, which is in the southwest of the UK, and there was a nightclub called Poonana.
I love it already.
And I used to do Thursday nights, midnight till 2 a.m. Yeah, it was not the most fulfilling work I've ever done.
And do people generally want to be photographed while they're in a nightclub?
Oh, yeah. Come on, you get a few drinks in people and suddenly they think they're a supermodel.
Of course, right. So is there something incredibly unpredictable? I mean, I'm sure every day of your job is unpredictable, but what is like something that stands out as like wildly unpredictable?
Well, my favorite encounter on animals up close, we went to try and film puma. I've been told because I'm in the US, I have to call them pumas.
Yeah, I was just like, a puma?
A puma, what's that? A new species? So we were trying to film not just any puma, we were trying to find one puma in particular. She lives in Chilean Patagonia. She's called Pataka. And I first met her when she was a cub. She was this lovely little bundle of fluff, and I followed her and her mum around for a month. And so 4 years on, I wanted to see what had happened to her. And not only has she survived, but she's just transformed from this bundle of fluff into this just boss mom, and she has 2 cubs of her own.
Did she run to you and did she give you a hug?
Yes. I think of her as a long-lost friend. It's a very one-way relationship. She's playing hard to get.
Humans are like that.
Yeah. Oh, she just completely ignores you and has no interest in me at all, sadly, which is amazing for filming because it means we can see her behaving how she does it naturally. But she took us on this emotional and physical roller coaster. We followed her over 51 days, and some days she would take a nap and do not much, so we'd just take a nap near her. And some days she'd walk 15 miles up and down the mountains, and we'd get pretty sweaty.
And she's a good mom, you said.
She's amazing. So she, while we were there, had this big male that was twice her body weight come and try and kill her cubs. And she was like, nah. So she fought this male off, and we were lucky enough to witness that. But we're always taught as camera people to disconnect emotionally from the subject, so you can focus on keeping it in focus.
That's hard.
But with Pataka, that all went out the window.
No,
Pataka, be careful.
I'm sure that's impossible. I mean, you're so emotionally invested. You've known her since she was a baby.
Totally. And actually, I've got some cool news. So in the show, we followed her when she had her cubs, and I literally just found out this morning that her cubs successfully left her, so they went out on their own, and she's got a new boyfriend.
Nice. Nice. Thank you so much for stopping by. I really appreciate it. Animals Up Close with Bertie Gregory is available to stream on Disney Plus now. All right, stick around.
Monday on Live, we'll catch up with Jerry Turner, the Golden Bachelor.
The holdovers are the students at the legendary Barton Academy with...
Is this like a play on Dead Poets Society? That's what it seems like.
Go ahead, do it.
That's 847-930-5830. Call now.
Look, this next part of the show, I think it's misunderstood, and some people think that I'm trying to sell stuff. So I don't want the computer or the camera to think I'm trying to sell stuff. So you could just hear this.
You point it at the corner of our screen.
Right.
Go ahead, do it. It feels good. Do it.
Yeah, it feels good. Buy stuff that you're never going to use. So you could listen to this, but I don't want people to think I'm trying to sell stuff.
And we've called this pre-holiday shopping
Here's
because
what
do
they
the
look like.
shopping before the stress sets in.
Yes, exactly. You should buy this in bulk.
What I think is great is getting it done early and not having to panic when it's like 2 weeks out from the holiday.
Exactly. All right. So first we have peach skin sheets. These are a favorite with our viewers.
These
And
feel
with me
so
personally,
good.
Tons
Come
of
on,
colors. These
come
are
on, Kelly. Tell us how good they feel. Oh, look, she's feeling them. You know what? I already did my Christmas shopping. I did my Christmas shopping in January, 9 months ago, 10 months ago. In fact, I officially started. I bought the very first thing that I was going to give my grandma on December 27th. Some old candy canes. She just regifts them anyways. They were like 39 cents for a box of 12. There we go. Look at her feel. Well, let's hear her compliment.
And with me personally, tons of colors. These are temperature adjusting, so great for
tell us how
hot
great they
sleepers,
feel.
Great for cold sleepers.
Oh, these
and
feel
right now,
so
too,
good.
we have oversized comforters that
I tell
match
you,
with the sets.
I've used
If
these
you're gonna be
guys
having a
and
lot
they're
of company people staying
amazing.
over, you can get some really great holiday colors in there.
Look at
Love
that.
these.
Oh, they're $105. Look at that, $105 to $250. But guess what? Now because you see them on TV, you get a deal. A pair of sheets to put on your bed are only $125, and that's a deal, so you should buy it. Hey, I got a fucking 20-inch pizza. It's got sausage, pepperoni, green peppers, and mushrooms. Usually this 20-inch pizza with sausage, pepperoni, green peppers, and mushrooms, I sell it on my menu for $285. But you know what? I'm going to give you 80% off and charge you $160, $164, $224, $224, $60, $61, $60. 60. I'll tell you what, I'm going to give you 80% off. And now the pizza's only $64. Isn't that a steal? Look how much money you're saving, right? Therefore, it's a good deal. $64 for a sausage pepperoni for a 4-topping pizza. Not really a good deal. You see how I kind of highlight all the savings? If I have this battery, and look, I got this battery, 2 batteries. All right, these are 2 batteries. You put them in your remote, you put them in anything. They make things work. These 2 batteries. Now, usually I sell these for $200, but today, guess what? 75% off. $50. Is it $50? Yeah, $50. That's a savings of $150. Who wouldn't want to save all that money? $200 for 2 batteries, now $50. Is $50 for 2 batteries a good price? No. This is all shit. And they could go down. Oh, here. Let me get your cup of coffee. I'm sure a bunch of you are listening and Googling and ordering now because you want to buy something that Mateo and Haley recommended.
Great for cold sleepers. And right now, too, we have oversized comforters that match with the sets. I think you're going to be having a lot of company, people staying over. You can get some really great holiday colors in there. Love these.
And they do feel like...
Okay, so these are also, the one thing is, they don't have to be broken in. Like, you don't have to. They're soft right from the start.
Yes.
They're so good. All right, so now,
I've got my eye on this.
perfect pillow. This is Eli and Elm, and this is our pillow for side sleepers. So there's a curve cut out here, so it properly supports your neck and your shoulder. It also has a zipper option, so you can control the lock.
I love it.
How
I love it.
puffy, I like a little flatter.
I love it.
Yeah, me too.
I love it.
you
I
can
hate. Yeah,
adjust
me
that.
too.
And
I
then we
love this.
also have weighted blankets, which the holidays bring up a little bit of anxiety, a little bit of stress. A weighted blanket is great for that. We have king, queen, and twin sizes. Really nice and just kind of hold you.
Who are you to speak on billions of people and say that the holidays bring on anxiety? They bring it on to you. You know why? It's self-induced anxiety. Just because you put anxiety on yourself doesn't mean everyone feels what you feel. You dumb lassie.
And these are luxury robes. So they literally.
Oh gosh! Of course, we're gonna get one for free, even though we can afford dozens of them. The rich people get it for free, and they try to hustle the poor people into spending their hard-earned money on crap. Overpriced crap.
So we prefer that. Gelman likes cotton for your robes, right? You prefer that way. The outside is cotton.
Soft cotton.
It's so soft. It's so luxurious, and it's under $60. So this is a great purchase for yourself, and also get one and have it if you're having guests over. You put this in the guest room, and it's a gift for them.
Oh my gosh!
She's not making this stuff. It is so comfortable.
It's nice.
I'm gonna let the audience touch me.
What is this?
Okay, this is Rhonda Shear, and you just listen to this one, Mark. Kelly, this is important for you, okay? So we have their bra, okay? And this is it just feels so good. It's seamless, and it's stretchy, and there's no underwire, and it holds you in just right. It also has a different type of sizing. You basically just order the size of the shirt that you wear, so you don't need to know like 36D, double D, an A, negative A, like whatever it is. It's really simple, really comfortable.
Why did you look at me when you said negative A?
I didn't, and that doesn't even exist. I said that.
Do you have something comfortable for guys here?
I have something comfortable for guys. Come on over. All right, this is Cozy Earth. And
I love Cozy Earth.
These,
So bamboo material.
So nice.
Feel this, Mark.
No,
this is great.
amazing.
This is not just pajamas. This is also loungewear. You can also travel in it. I have this set in black, and with the piping on it, I can totally hop on a plane or travel.
My daughter has this exact set, and she wears it everywhere.
They're
everywhere.
so comfortable, and we have a lot of different men's styles and women's styles.
So nice.
Okay, so Mark, I don't know if you guys can slip your shoe off, but these are so comfortable. This is Cobian. I've said a lot of things are the most comfortable today, but they really are. I've never felt.
It is the companion shoe for this robe.
It is.
Good grip on the bottom, too.
Grip on the bottom, so you can wear them out running errands, doing all the things. They are so comfortable. We have ones with backs, ones without backs.
Guys,
look at this. Ready for the holidays.
These bargains are terrific. Exclusively available to you, our viewers, only for the next 24 hours. Do it now. Do it now. Go to kellymark.com. Next, how to store and share your holiday photos. How do you do that?
Take advantage of these bargains for the next 24 hours only. Go to our website for more details. Next live,
Gary Turner, the Golden Bachelor.
The Golden Bachelor is back.
did you fall in love with more than one person?
No.
Plus, we kicked off Great Getaways Week, and Jordan Davis performs.
Mary, God has chosen you to have a son.
An angel came to me,
Hard to believe.
telling you the truth.
I'm only mother found. You're in danger.
Are you still wearing your just?
I do. I will. Yes.
I'm not the only one who's just
I promise to protect you.
This child, what is his name?
Jesus.
To Bethlehem, exclusively at Theaters Thursday. Rated PG.
It all started with this sudden arrival of a baby. It was days before they actually discovered the two bodies.
I'm getting chills. How can a child be missing for 40 years?
Baby Holly for the first time. Holly, it's great to finally meet you. 2020, tonight on ABC.
It's the 2023 Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction ceremony, featuring this year's class of iconic inductees and appearances by today's best performers.
I'm a rock star now.
The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction
I'm a
ceremony.
rock star. Yeah, everyone laughed. Look at me. I played an electric guitar, and now Dolly Parton's a rock star. Ha ha ha. We really got one over these stupid audience members, huh? These stupid buyers. Everyone's like, ha ha ha, yes. Oh, we pretend to like them, so they give us millions and millions of dollars, and then we laugh at them behind their back. But once you get old and you start to not give a crap like Dolly Parton, you just go on national television and just tell everyone, I've never really cared about you. Thanks for buying into me. Look, I'm a sweet old Southern blonde. I love you. Yeah, give me money.
5281-3422. WellCare.
The holidays are approaching, and that means lots of family photos, so many family photos. Here are some tips on how to store and share all of those beautiful photos is the U.S. Editor-in-Chief of Tech Radar, Lance Ulanoff.
All right, ready to start.
To begin, Lance, you heard me backstage. I have 108,000 photos on my phone, and I can never find any photo
I'm realizing that because there's 1.8 trillion photos taken every year, most of them during the holidays, but maybe most of them are on your phone.
Yes.
So I'm going to show you how to save, store, protect, and share your photos. So this is basically how you do it. And by the way, the first word here is the cloud.
Okay.
Right? So that's not showing, but there it is.
Yes.
Yeah.
Google Photos. So Google Photos is a great app because it's free. You can put it on any device, your iPhone, your Android device, your desktop. You turn it on, you choose your photos, and you basically start backing up. And you can set it to back up automatically, so you don't even have to think about it. So it's easy. It's also easy to share with friends and family folders, albums of photos that people can
even if they don't have Google Photos?
If they don't have Google Photos, they can still share through email.
Okay.
But it's easier if they have Google Photos.
Got it.
So also, of course, on your iPhone, you have iCloud. But
Right.
a lot of people don't turn on iCloud, all right? So I have 1,000,000,001 photos of my own. And basically, you want to make sure that in your settings, where it says iCloud Photos, turn that on. All right. You turn that on automatically. If your phone is lost, don't worry. Your photos are in the cloud, easily retrievable, and also shareable. And the point about sharing is when we're all at the same holiday party, we can all see the same photos. You can have one folder set up, and everybody can share to the same folder, and you can even have that playing on one of your TVs in the house. One thing to remember, though, that I did want to mention, you will probably want to buy some extra storage. You don't have enough storage on your phone for all your photos and videos, so you will start to pay, and that's with any of them. So you can store your photos for free with some services. So this is, by the way, on iCloud, how you can share with friends. All right, Amazon. If you're an Amazon Prime customer, you can store all your photos for free right now.
Okay.
All right. The video will cost you a little bit more.
Got it.
What if you're going to store locally? All right. What if you're going to store your photos and you want to make sure that they're not going to be lost with your phone? All right. You could store them on a hard drive, a little hard drive. This is actually a hard drive. This is 2 terabytes of storage. The great thing about this is, one, it's solid state. So that means that it won't break down. And 2, they're about $75. So it's easy to have them and make sure that you can.
How many photos?
Oh my
Thousands.
God, thousands and thousands
Like
of photos.
with my phone situation,
Right
I could do that in there?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can do this. It's easy, and there's software that'll automatically back up to these drives too if you want.
Amazing. Hey, listen, we need to take a little break, but more ways to store and share all your holiday photos when we come back.
I missed the photo album.
Monday on Live, a performance by country star Jordan Davis.
Listen, your deodorant just has to work. I use Secret, aluminum free. Just swipe and it lasts all day. Secret helps eliminate odor instead of just masking it. And hours later, I still smell fresh. Secret works. Oh, yes. Once in a lifetime, it's never enough. Never enough. When I wear diamonds, I feel powerful. I feel on top of the world. Diamonds, diamonds, diamonds. Pandora, lab-grown diamonds.
It's a brand new day.
Don't let junk get in the way. All you have to do is point. And you'll be back to your old self again.
Yeah.
Call 1-800-GOT-JUNK or visit 1-800-GOT-JUNK.com.
I'm Orlando, and I'm living with HIV. I don't have to worry about daily HIV pills because I switched to every other month Cabenuva.
For adults who are undetectable, Cabenuva is the only complete long-acting HIV treatment you can get every other month. It's 2 injections from a healthcare provider.
Now when I have people over, HIV pills.
Beauty Bar is back and it's bigger than ever. Must-have products from some of the biggest names in beauty, and we're giving away over $100,000 of the best beauty products out there. Thanks, Cameron Hall.
Today at 1 on ABC7.
We're back with Lance Ulanoff, where we're talking about the best
ways to share all of your photos with family and friends this holiday season, besides the old-fashioned way like I do it with a photo album. Remember those? Google it, kids. It's fun.
So yes, obviously you can share all your online albums, which is great. And just remember that if you can do this, you can store your photos locally on a hard drive.
Yes.
But you should also do it in the cloud too. Double your backup option, so you have no chance of losing your photos. And by the way, if you want something that's easy, that's not easy, but is powerful and can store every single photo and every single file you have, it's a NAS drive, network attached storage, set up in your house. Access it from anywhere in the world. Show people photos.
NAS drive.
Yep, NAS drive. They NAS. So one other thing I wanted to talk about is, so you see this is called photo scan, because guess what we have?
Mm-hmm.
We have
boxes of photos.
We have boxes and boxes of photos. All right.
Yes.
I have thousands upstairs. And the thing is about these, you can scan your photos. It guides you to the 4 points, and it takes pictures of your photos that are not blown out, that don't have the flash on them, that are perfectly cropped, and of course, stored and shared, because there's just so many of these. And by the way, if you have so many, like too many, millions and millions of these up in your attic, there are services online. You can send the whole box to them.
And they'll do it for you.
They will do it for you. They will put it on the cloud. They'll put it on a drive, and you don't have to worry about it at all. They will send the photos back too.
You also have to rifle through for the topless ones and get rid of those.
Yeah.
Thank you, Lance. For these tips and more, head to our website. We'll be right back.
Just kidding.
You can have the chance to win the Roomba i3 Plus from iRobot. Just go to livewithkellyandmark.com to enter today.
Total by Verizon is wireless that goes all in with our no contract unlimited plan for just $25 a line. Plus Disney Plus. What? Now for a limited time, get a free Samsung Galaxy A13 5G when you switch. Only at Total by Verizon. It's JCPenney's Black Friday Early Access, in-store and online, Friday through Sunday. Thousands of deals at incredible Black Friday prices. All the gifts, all the deals, all weekend long. Yay, it's Black Friday. JCPenney, make your holidays count.
With Skechers Max.
I thought JCPenney was dead. Marshall Fields is practically gone. Sears is gone. I just realized what happened to like my parents and my grandparents is happening to me. Like my parents and grandparents used to name a bunch of stores they used to go shopping at that like don't exist anymore. I think they would say going to like Marshall Fields and like Montgomery Ward and stuff and Sears and all that, right? But they would also name a whole bunch of stores like MacArthur's. We used to go to, Goldie's or Stenson's, all this stuff. I'm like, where are these? Albertsons is something I heard. And now all of a sudden it's getting to the point where I have grandkids. I'm going to start telling my grandkids about going to like Venture and Sears and Zare and just all these stores, whether it's Radio Shack. They're going to be like, what the hell is that? Because they're going to be used to shopping at Amazon for everything.
The way we care is anything but ordinary.
Skating for over 45 years has taken a...
Maybe you should retire. All right? Go steal Kelly Ripa. She probably wants a real man by now.
Oh, don't forget the Golden Bachelor return.
Oh, the Golden Bachelor. Hey, like this video if you like the Golden Bachelor. He's so cute.
Very exciting on Monday's show. Don't forget the Golden Bachelor returns.
Yes. And a performance by Jordan Davis.
Next week is filled with travel tips as we begin Great Getaways Week.
Ooh,
that's exciting.
That's exciting. Boy, she really sold it on Great Getaways Week. That's exciting.
Performance by Jordan Davis.
Next week is filled with travel tips as we begin Great Getaways Week. That's exciting.
Oh, as we begin Great Getaways Week. That's exciting. Hey, make sure to tune in as next week we start Super Glue Week. Tune in next week where we put toilet paper and wrap it around a whole bunch of random stuff on Mummy Week. Ooh, that's exciting. And after that, it's going to be a Wicker Basket Week where we have a wicker basket person spend 20 minutes talking to us about how to make wicker baskets and store wicker baskets and what the proper type of wicker to use for baskets is. That's exciting, isn't it, Mark? Oh, I'm going to put some wicker baskets all over you. Stop it. I love wicker baskets, a little nice wicker with a nice tablecloth. Oh, my God.
Have a great weekend.
When migraine strikes, are the trade-offs of treating worth it? Ubrelvy is another option. It quickly.
Yeah, you say bye. Say bye. So sick of this.
Next week is filled with travel tips as we begin Great Getaways Week. That's exciting.
Have a great weekend.
Ooh, that's exciting. Nope, not doing it. Nope.
Oh, the game plan against the Chargers is not run the ball. It's exploit their weaknesses in their pass coverage. And if you cannot exploit those weaknesses, whether it's because you hold on the ball too long, you can't protect, the receivers are fumbling, then that is on you.
But your weakness as the Jets is protecting the passer. So it's like which one?
Wednesday, November 8th on ABC 7.
It's live with Kelly and Mark.
Sale going on now at Darvin. Sale going on now at Darvin.
You know, if Shamir Sanders is available in like the 6th round and the Giants are not,
Will do it for you. They will put it on the cloud. They'll put it on a drive, and you don't have to worry about it at all. They will send the photos back too.
Maybe you also have to rifle through for the topless ones and get rid of those.
but yeah, and then you feel like, you know what, this guy could be a great NFL quarterback, and he's available in the 6th round. Not that big of a risk, especially, and the money's not that bad with a 6th round pick. And maybe we're not 100% confident that Bryce Young is going to follow through on his promise to lift weights and to bulk up and to, you know, hopefully, you know, put on 20 pounds of muscle and be the same size as Jalen Hurts so we could kind of utilize him. And if he's too skinny and he's not going to gain weight, like they might draft, you know, the Panthers might draft a quarterback, but for sure you're looking at the Vikings, especially with Kirk Cousins getting injured, right? I don't think they're relying on Josh Dobbs. Josh Dobbs and Baker Mayfield are in the same basket. The Bucks and the Vikings with Dobbs and Baker Mayfield, where these are quarterbacks that are doing, that are preceding expectations, or they're exceeding expectations. They're doing a good job, but I think in your heart of hearts, you don't think they're going to lead you to a Super Bowl. And their ages, they're not old, but they're not really young. And it's like, do you really want to start giving them, like, if they have a couple good years at the age of like 30, are you going to start giving them Geno Smith contracts, or would you rather just dip into the draft and get a rookie contract? And that's why I think so. The Vikings and the Bucks are still probably looking. The Bucks, you know, and even though the Vikings just drafted a rookie last year out of BYU, you know what I mean? You're still, I think you want to look at later round quarterbacks and see if anything falls to you. I don't think the Vikings will reach out in the 1st round or 2nd round and take a quarterback, but maybe in the 4th, 5th, 6th, somewhere around there, the quarterback they like feels like has fallen and they feel like he has potential, they'll do that. So those are kind of like the honorable mention of quarterback needy teams, the Bucks, the Vikings, but you're definitely needy teams. You're going to be looking at the Bears. You're going to be looking at, and the Packers I'm going to put on that list too. I wouldn't be surprised if they draft a later quarterback just in case, like insurance policy. The Panthers, the Bucks, the Vikings, the Packers, all an insurance policy with the draft. But necessary, you're looking at the Jets, you're looking at the Giants, you're looking at the Bears. I think there's some others, but I can't even. Those are the main 3. I think the Raiders feel good with Aiden O'Connell right now, where if anything, they'll sign a undrafted free agent or maybe a 7th round pick. But those are the big boys.
All right.
Yes.
I have thousands upstairs. And the thing is about these, you can scan your photos. It guides you to the four.
Sleepiness.
Ask about.
Oh, Serena Williams is doing a commercial for Big Pharma. They like that money. Tennis players, I mean. Oh, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction ceremony. That's great.
3 Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction ceremony. Featuring the new class of iconic inductees for music's highest honor.
Kate Bush.
Missed performances by Elton John, Carrie Underwood, Stevie Nicks, her, Chris Stapleton, and more.
Now that's rock and roll.
The 2023 Rock and Roll
Why?
Hall
Because of
Fame
Stranger
induction
Things, also
ceremony
Kate Bush is a Hall of
tonight
Famer?
on Disney Plus.
Oh, no, thank you. No, thank you. No, thank you.
This morning.
I got a tummy ache. I think I need to take another shit.
The View starts live right now. Trump Family Court. As a judge rules Ivanka's childcare issues can't keep her from testifying, her brothers are grilled on the stand, and Don Jr. appeals to the court of public opinion.
Unfortunately, the Attorney General has brought forth a case that is purely a political persecution.
But is AG Letitia James making his case by taking her trial talk to Twitter?
Today we heard testimony.
His case by taking her.
Today we heard testimony from Donald Trump's sons and co-defendants, Donald Trump Jr. and Erica Trump. They pretend that they were not involved in the family's fraudulent business, but the facts tell a different story. Ooh.
Trial talk to Twitter.
We will not be bullied out of uncovering the truth.
Page Turner? Well, the bombshell claims in Britney Spears' best-selling memoir.
Ooh. Talk about a cliffhanger, huh? We'll figure that out. We'll talk about that on the next episode. Thank you for watching season 2, episode 45 from November. Stop. Whatever. November what?
He thinks it's silly because it's just fantasy related. People are complaining. The fact of the matter is you're 4 and 5, and you're not using your best players. I just don't understand what the plan
November
is
3rd.
In Atlanta. He shaved his mustache after the game, so maybe that'll.
Okay. Don't know what the hell that means. All right. So thanks for watching. I'm going to go. Remember, who loves you more than me? Everybody. All right, you guys. Hey, if you're going to go plant vegetables for the summer, make sure you plant them during the spring so you harvest them in the summer. And don't be afraid to build a 6-foot box and take a nap. I'll see you next time, guys. I'm Philin de Blanc. And les Olympics in Paris. I will see you for le curling. Oh, bonsoir. Dime te toca à la chat. That means